Welcome to LUMON Radio, a tutorial on CSI Linux and OSINT. I'm on some visage and this is brought to you by CSI Linux. Have you ever felt like a puppy in a row of loud sheep, distracted, distanced from the truth? News and media can be manipulated, biased, and incompetent. What once swore to bring intelligence and truth, and nothing but the truth, now has become an average Mary and Joe's worst deceiver. But as the Greek Plato once said,
το καθήκον ενός ανθρώπου είναι να ανακαλύψει που βρίσκεται η αλήθεια, ή αν δεν μπορεί, τουλάχιστον να πάρει το καλύτερο δυνατό ανθρώπινο δόγμα και το πιο δύσκολο να διαψεύσει και να καβαλήσει πάνω σε αυτό σαν σχεδία πάνω από τα νερά της ζωής.
Which translates into get good and find the truth and disprove the untruth. But maybe you believe that you have cracked the code, and now you have found a reliable source of news and you're happy with it. So maybe you are on a quest to find information on your own. Maybe you're something of an investigator yourself. Maybe a programmer, a militarist, a cybersecurity analyst, a journalist on a lease. Maybe you hate surveillance and want to ensure your data and pants are safe whilst hanged out on the balcony to dry. Maybe you're just curious if your beloved partner has cheated or lied to you. Or maybe you actually know why you're here and you want to start learning and be done with this BS. Well, worry no more. This course is for you. So without further ado, let's start. What is open source intelligence? Well, according to sans.org, open source intelligence, or OSINT, is defined as an intelligence produced by collecting, evaluating, and analyzing publicly available information with the purpose of answering a specific intelligence question. Information versus intelligence. It's important to note that information does not equal intelligence. Without giving meaning to the data we collect, open source findings are considered raw data. It is only once this information is looked from a critical thinking mindset and analyzed that it becomes intelligence. For instance, conducting OSINT is not simply saving someone's Facebook friends list. It's about finding meaningful information that is applicable to the intelligence question and being able to provide actionable intelligence in support of an investigation. Another way to look at this is to answer why does this data matter and provide meaningful intelligence about the data collected. Who would use OSINT? Governments, law enforcement, military, investigative journalists, private investigators, law firms, information security, cyber threat intelligence, and social engineers. But what's the ingredient, you might ask? What do I need to start? Well, all you need is a computer, an internet connection, the ability to write and read, common sense, a good comprehension of the news around the world, and the ability to design and run a nuclear reactor on your own. Why CSI Linux? Well, CSI Linux automates the process of data gathering and processing. Analysis has never been easier. 5-year-olds can do it. Basically, this Debian-based OS was created to make your life easier as an investigator. What to start with? Let's start with downloading a software called VirtualBox. What's VirtualBox? Think of VirtualBox as a box in another box that allows users to extend their existing computer to run multiple operating systems, including Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Oracle Solaris at the same time. Just type virtualbox.org on your browser bar and you'll be there in no time. Magic! By clicking on the blue box, you'll be taken to the next page, just like Doctor Who, where you can choose the variation that you need to download based on your current OS. The rest would be easy as a drunk guy in a bar on a Monday afternoon. Just click next till you install the machine. Amazing! Now we proceed with the CSI Linux. Now all it needs to be done is for you to kindly head to csilinux.com/download and download the latest version of CSI Linux. The format of this file would be OVA. Now verify that the OVA file has completed downloading. Once the OVA file has downloaded, double-click on it and you should see VirtualBox pop up with setup information on the screen. Make sure you choose a location that has enough disk space. For example, some systems have limited space on the C drive, so you can install the VirtualBox on your drive D or an external drive. Now scroll down to make sure that the settings match your needs. For example, you can increase the RAM if you have a lot. Good for you. You can also add more virtual CPUs if your system can handle it. Just do not go above what you have physically available to your primary OS, understandably. Now click on the import button and click on agree. Now just lay back, eat a biscuit, save a bus full of orphans in Gotham City, or take a leak till the CSI Linux is getting installed. Hallelujah! Now that it's all done, just double-click on the box that says CSI Linux, and you'll be golden. As the system is booting up, remember the default user and pass are both CSI till you change it. Remember that a blunt knife won't cut the steak, and Grandma would be disappointed at you over the dinner. So buckle up, open the terminal, and simply type power up. And put in your password. As we said, the password would be CSI as default. This command will update all your Linux components and you'll be dandy as an alligator. Remember to repeat this process at least once every week and before every investigation. You don't want to go to war with aliens with a broken rifle. This game requires patience, so wait until the thing do its things. And after that, reboot your CSI Linux and you'll be good to go. Wow, you have done plenty already. Good job. Now we can dive into our first practice as an attaboy.